Every Sunday, in churches across the world, we gather. Side by side, we share the pews, united in faith and fellowship. But how well do you truly know those who sit beside you? Welcome to Behind the Pew, a journey of discovery and connection within our church community. In this series, we'll be exploring the lives of people we share our pews with each week, the untold stories, the journeys unseen, and the faith that binds us all. From the single parent balancing life's challenges with grace to the couple whose love has stood the test of time. Each episode will unveil the rich tapestry of lives that make up our congregation. So sit back, relax, and learn about those who share your pew.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Pew. I'm Tamara Douglas, and we have an awesome guest today. We have the lovely, the fantastic, the awesome, talented Sierra Walker. Hi, Sierra, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I am doing wonderful today. I'm excited today. Happy to talk to you and learn a lot about you.
I'm excited too. I love doing interviews like this, and I can't wait to hear the questions that I'm going to get asked.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Sierra.
My name is Sierra Amarachi Walker, which Amarachi means God's grace, and my first name means a mountain, a place of refuge. And I'm 17, and I go to South Carolina High School.
Awesome. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior? So this is your last year.
Yes, ready to graduate. I'm so excited to graduate. School has been amazing. I've put a lot of effort throughout these years to make sure that I'm applicable to go to college. So I'm very, very excited for school to end because I'm tired.
I understand. Do you have a field in mind that you want to study in college?
I want to be an aerospace engineer. It's a very, very hefty career path. It's very, very STEM related, but I think it's what I would want to do for pretty much the rest of my life. Yeah.
So you said you want to study to be an aerospace engineer. Mm-hmm. Tell us what does that mean?
Aerospace engineering is a very broad field, but basically it's just designing, building, and manufacturing spacecrafts and also planes. So aerospace engineering can be broken down into aeronautical and astronautical. So astronautical is basically designing the rockets that go into space, like NASA type stuff. And astronautical is airplanes. So yeah, things like that.
That's awesome. So have you always known that you love STEM or you love that type of field? Have you always known that?
Yes, I did. I've always been a STEM. My dad tells me I have an engineering mind all the time. So it's something I've always grown up knowing that I would probably do a career in the STEM area. So yeah.
That is great. So are you involved in any activities like clubs or STEM clubs or anything of that nature?
Unfortunately, my school doesn't really have a lot of STEM clubs, STEM center clubs. So I really don't. I just been doing like high level classes like AP chemistry, AP physics, things like that to get some STEM knowledge.
That's awesome. I also know that you have some talents and some hobbies. I know you like to dance. I know you are great with music. Tell us about your dancing, and I know you dance for the Global Outreach. Tell us about that.
I am a part of KABOD. KABOD is this church's, Global Outreach Church's dance ministry. I've been a part of it since I was 5. So it's really been I've learned a lot through KABOD, and I've met my sisters, Erica, Mo, Abigail, all of them. I've grown up with them, and they've really become family to me, pretty much. Musician-wise, I do play the violin. I've been playing since the 6th grade. So it's really been about 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. I've been playing for a while, and I love the violin. I try to practice whenever I can, but I love learning new stuff about music, playing different music genres. It's really fun, yeah.
That's awesome. That's very encouraging. I love that. And I heard that you have an organization or a club called Girl Talk.
Yes.
Could you tell us why did you start that, and what is Girl Talk?
So Girl Talk is essentially a quote-unquote girls empowerment club that I created with another one of my friends at my school. And basically we just created the club to talk about women's issues, talk about things like female anatomy, talk about little things that girls need to know, especially because after high school we're going to be full-on adults, and we need to be prepared to go into the workforce and to be prepared to go into life practically and live on our own. So me and my friend Stevie thought that it was very important for us to create this club and to create a safe space for girls to mingle with each other. Yeah.
I love it. So do you all meet up? Do you all meet virtually? Do you meet in, how do you all?
So we try to meet once a month. Our first interest meeting was actually in September, so October will be when our next meeting is. But we've already planned a bunch of events to prepare us to learn things like etiquette and stuff like that. So we have planned to do a tea party at the end of the year. Yeah, so we already have big things planned for the girls at our school.
I love that. So anybody that's interested, they can how could they contact you if they want to be a part of Girl Talk?
So Girl Talk has an Instagram page. It's called SGHS Girl Talk on Instagram. It has all our information. If you want to support, you can follow the Instagram. If you just want to see some more events, you can, or participate, you can look there.
I love that, and I love that you all are already giving back and already doing walks and charity and things of that nature. That's very, very honorable for you all. So I'm excited about that. Also, since you are very heavily involved with girls and inspiring them and encouraging them, could you give some encouraging words to the audience? It can be to female, it can be to women, it can be to youth, it can be to men, just young people in general. Do you have any words of encouragement to give to the people that's watching?
I do actually. Okay. Girls of Global Outreach Church in the world, be yourself and be yourself always, because everybody else is taken.
I love that. I love that. Could you expound on what you said for the girls to be themselves? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Especially being a girl, especially being a Black woman in America, I think finding myself in an area where you're a minority is very difficult, and also learning, especially because of the fact that I am African, first generation child in the U.S. So also learning how to balance my American identity with also my Nigerian and Sierra Leonean one is also something that I think that I got that from.
I love that. So what are some ways that because you do have a great background, you have a Nigerian background, but you also live here in America. So how do you find yourself balancing those cultures?
It's very, I think I've always grown up quote unquote balancing them both. I've always grown up having a taste of both, because my mom's godmother is African American. So I always talk to her all the time, and I always get exposed to African American culture with her and at my school, because my school is 70% African American. So I get exposure to that all the time. And then at home, my mom usually speaks in an African accent and stuff like that, and I always get exposed to the food and things like that. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say weird, but it's kind of like I've lived it like all my 17 years of life, so it's kind of the norm for me, you know.
I would like for you to, because you are a senior and you have some great goals and aspirations, I would love for you to encourage anybody, not just the women, the youth. I would like for you to encourage everybody that's watching. They're in school, they may be having some struggles. Encourage them to how to give them some encouraging words on how to push through and persevere.
If you are struggling, please reach out to someone. Struggling alone is not the best way to go. If there's someone that you can reach out to get advice, get help, anything, you can talk to me, you can talk to the pastors at this church, or you can just talk to someone who's a little bit older than you. I've done it with girls at Kabod, with Misan and Fermi. They all have moved on to college, but I've always remembered asking them for advice and them really, really helping me. So, yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I love how you are willing to talk to your older peers and willing to get advice. That's very, very good. I love that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, we had a wonderful time talking to Sierra today. I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for another episode of Behind the Pew.